Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking. Look, it's going to be smoking. Look, it's going to be swearing. Look, you've been warned. So look, here I come. In 3, 2, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. You're now about to witness the greatest show on earth. The greatest show in the multiverse. Greatest daggone show, the daggone multiverse. Bang! We have a great show for you today. Yes, we do. All right, so actually I just finished a show about 10 minutes ago. I was just sitting here and I'm like, well, fuck it. Let's just do another one, right? Why not? You know, I don't have to only do one. I could do them as many as I want. So look, you're getting a 2-piece chicken. Bang! 2-piece chicken, Shomari. Bang! 2-piece chicken. All right, so we're doing a 2-piece chicken. All right, guys. So this show, I guess we can call it part 2 of today's stuff. We're going to talk about, which kind of relates to what I was talking about last show. So watch last show and you'll understand what I'm about to say here. Excuse me. Inflows to Canadian Bitcoin ETF hit all-time highs. Bang! And just now in last show, what I just tell you. Yeah, there's no problem with the spot market ETFs in Canada. So what's the problem with giving us a spot market ETF here in America? Anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll yap about that when we get there. And then, more than a quarter of U.S. millennials plan to use cryptocurrency in their retirement portfolios. Bang! I told you, that's your mass adoption. It's not going to be fucking people buying Starbucks with it. It's going to be in their portfolios for retirement, for kids' college savings funds, all that good stuff, 401ks, all that good stuff. And well, how are the millennials going to do that? Well, bang! Fidelity is launching a Metaverse with NFTs on Decentraland. So good for Decentraland hodlers, but this thing is geared toward the millennials. So this ties together. All right. And then we're going to do the shout-outs and daily summary as usual. I don't really know about the shout-outs. I mean, I just did the shout-outs 10 minutes ago. All right, well, let's just proceed how we proceed, and let's just see how this works. So we start with a bang. Whoops, and then we go over here and bang. Whoops. Hold on. Shit. Bang. There we go. And then we go bang. And like I said, I just did this 10 minutes ago, so literally 10 minutes ago when I was talking to you, the price of Bitcoin was $40,679. Oh, it's the same fucking price? Look. Hold on, let me refresh. That can't be the same price. Yeah, that's what I thought. So now it's $40,727. So it's gone up about, I don't know, $50. Anyways, we're not going to do this again. I just did it 10 seconds ago. Everything's blood red. We're at about 1.8 in total market cap, and we did about 106.9 billion in daily volume. All right. Let's move on and just get right to the stories. There's no point doing that again. Now, if you watched last show, which you should probably be watching right about now while I'm taping this one, because I just uploaded it and did it. Look, by the time you're done that one, well, this piece of chicken should come up. So we're going to be a full little chicken eater tonight. All right, let's get on, guys. Bang! Inflows to Canadian Bitcoin ETFs hit all-time high. Glassnode. So, from what I just did last show, you watched last show, I'm assuming. And so, this is the dilemma. I read stories like this because, first of all, I want you to see that ETFs are popular. Like, ETFs are a thing that in the West is normal for people to buy, right? I want you to get that. Even if you're not like a stock market person or something, believe me, these are normal. Spider, QQQ, regular soccer moms and dads, they know what that is. Well, they know what those are. And so, and in your country too, like Australia, Europe, Canada, Britain, and here in Canada especially, big time, right? And so, so I want you to get that. And so the reason I bring these up is, well, to just show you that these ETFs work. In other words, people are investing in them. And so when these come to your country, you can expect your investors to invest in it too. But also that what I just said on the last show is that when Gary Gensler, he's Powell. Wait, sorry, it is Gary Gensler. My bad. Sorry, Powell is the Fed chairman. Gensler is the SEC guy. Sorry. Big brains, right. When big brains, Gensler, when he sees that there's ETFs in Canada and Europe and the Germans and Brazil and stuff and Bahrain, well, and then he's still sitting here complaining about, well, I don't want to approve a spot ETF due to market manipulation possibilities. Well, that's bullshit. Because the Canadians have had their ETFs out for about a year and a half. And the Germans and the Swiss have had them since 2019. We've been reading about those. Q1 2019. So it's been, a good amount of time, and there's no manipulation. So this excuse he keeps making, it doesn't hold water, right? It doesn't hold water because we already have ETFs out here in the wild, and, well, there's no problem, is there, right? I mean, I've said this before. Personally, what I think he's doing is he's trying to force Congress just to write laws and then for him to enforce them. He doesn't want to sort of go ahead of Congress because that's what Congress is doing, right? They're getting on his ass, Gensler's ass. Gensler, come up with some rules and some regs. And he's telling Congress, look, assholes, I'm just an administrator. I'm just a regulator. I regulate the rules you guys make. You politicians make, so fucking go make them and I'll regulate them, right? I'm the cop. It's like the mayor of a city asking the cops to write the laws. No, dick, the cop is just there to enforce the laws that are written. He doesn't make them up himself, right? And that's, the police chief doesn't make the laws. We, the citizens, and you, the politicians, make the laws. And then those cops and shit are there to enforce what we tell them to enforce, right? And so that's truly what I think is happening. All right? Because, he's not that stupid. I mean, obviously, like I said, we have them in the world already. They're already here in the wild, and nothing's happened. So I think he's trying to force Congress's hand, right? I bet those banksters are sitting there telling Congress, come up with laws. And Congress is trying to get big brains to do it. Big brains is sitting up there. He's like, nah, fuck you. You guys do it. And they're getting pressure. So the politicians are getting pressure from the banksters because they want it, right? But they don't want to. I don't know what the problem is. Like, they're just taking so much time in writing the laws, the regs, as you all know, right? Europe's eating everybody's lunch. Europe is the one right now. Well, they're the ones that are going to come out this summer, Europe and the UK. Really, I'll tell you right now, this summer is a race between who gets their regs out first, the UK or Europe. That's what the race is right now. Obviously, we want the UK, Britain, England to come out with theirs because, well, London is the second biggest financial center in the world, right? The three biggest financial centers are New York, London, UK, and Tokyo, Japan, right? And so we obviously want the British in, and obviously we want Europe in. 300 million citizens, tech-savvy folk, a disposable income, good jobs, and stuff like that. We just want them in. We want them in. We want the money. And well, not just soccer mom and dad's money, but we want their hedge fund masters. Oh, yeah. We want that old Rothschild's money coming in. Yes. You see what I'm talking about? We want that shit like that coming in here. And it's going to come. Don't worry. It's going to come. I showed you Soros is already sniffing around. I read to you about BlackRock the other day already, right? Yeah, well, Rothschilds and that, who do you think they have their money with? BlackRock. They're not banksters anymore like they used to be. All right, so then, they're not a big banking family like they were back in the days. Now they're just a bunch of mega rich fuckers living off all the money their ancestors made in banking. All right. Okay, so that's why I read these, to show you that Bitcoin ETFs are viable. They're real. We're not just waiting for a spot ETF for nothing. This isn't just some, like when people wait for the halvening. Oh man, Bitcoin's going to be a halvening. Price is going to do this and that. Yeah, and price does nothing. It doesn't change anything, you fucking idiots. Anyway, it's funny to watch people get hyped about that. Okay, so guys, let me have a sip and we'll proceed. But yeah, here it is, Gary Gensler, right? All he's got to do is look up north to Canada and see that, hey, the ETFs are working out just fine. The consumers are protected. There's no market manipulation. Ain't no different than a Microsoft ETF or a Tesla ETF or a tech ETF or a green ETF or energy ETF. All good. All right, so let's check it out. Canadian Bitcoin Exchange. Canadian Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund, ETF, holdings have increased to all-time highs, according to recent research. Bang! And spot-based products are leading the way. See? All-time highs. All-time highs. And which ones are leading the way? Bang! The spot-based ones are leading the way. Right? Exactly. If I'm a soccer mom or dad, I want to get a spot ETF because it tracks the exact spot market of Bitcoin, right? So I said it in the last video. And if you watch the video that I just put up before this one, I told you, it's easy. If you're a soccer mom or dad, yeah, I don't want to go through cutting and pasting and KYCing and fucking sending my shit off to Neverland and fucking cutting and, just all that bullshit. This wallet, that wallet, this key, that key, private, public. Fuck. What the fuck? Right? If I'm a soccer mom or dad, I'm just like, fuck this. I'm just going to buy some Tesla shares, right? Press a button, boop. All right, I got 1,000 Tesla shares. Fuck that. Right? Ease of use is what I always used to preach here back in 2018 and 19, right? You got to make this place easy to use for the average citizen. Easy to use and safe. That's why we need it with our banks. That's how it's going to be. Safe and easy to use. But what's great about this, and this is the other thing I want to show you, is that, look, the spot ETFs are leading the way. Yeah, so what do you think is going to happen here in America? What do you think is going to happen over in Europe and London when they unleash the spot ETFs? Bang! Remember, an ETF is just a fund. It's an exchange-traded fund. A fund is just a basket of assets. Well, if you have a Bitcoin ETF, well, you got to have the Bitcoin in it. Means you got to take them off the market and put it in there. And then if people cash out, well, if it's physically settled, you got to actually send them the Bitcoin, right? So it takes them off the market, thus creating scarcity, thus making the asset more valuable, in this case, Bitcoin, right? All right, so Canadian Bitcoin ETFs have increased their holdings by 6,594 Bitcoins since January to reach an all-time high of 69,052 Bitcoins held. The Purpose Bitcoin ETF saw the biggest increase in holdings over that time period with a growth of 18.7% to 35,000 Bitcoin, according to Glassnode. So an ETF is an exchange-traded fund that allows investors to speculate on the price of an asset without having to hodl any themselves, which is what's make it easy. Right? They don't have to have a wallet and all this shit to have Bitcoin. They just press a button on their E-Trade account, their Charles Schwab account, whatever account they have at home that they buy their stocks with, and that's it. You own Bitcoin, right? There you go. The Purpose Bitcoin ETF, a spot Bitcoin ETF, currently has about 1.6 billion in assets under management. No such spot Bitcoin ETF is currently available in the United States. But the metrics show that investors are hungry for the Canadian product. Exactly. Americans are hungry. They see the Canadian product. They're like, why the fuck can't we have it? Think of all the soccer moms and dads right now with their E-Trade accounts. Forget them. Think of the fucking Mastas. They just can't get their hands on any, right? Because we're not approving any, right? They're not being approved. And so blockchain's analytics firm Glassnode pointed out in its recent week on chain report that the crypto exchange outflow rate reached 2022 high of 96,200 Bitcoin a month. The analytics provider commented on the juxtaposition of events concerning Bitcoin movements by saying, "It's quite impressive to observe such strong outflows from exchanges, spot holdings, as well as inflows into both ETF products, DeFi applications, and on-chain accumulation wallets, despite the numerous macroeconomic and geopolitical headwinds in recent months. Exactly. As you all know, the macroeconomic and geopolitical headwinds, I've already told them to you. The macroeconomic headwinds are inflation, the Chinese housing thing, but it's not really affecting anybody, and the winding down of QE, right? That's the macroeconomic headwinds. The geopolitical headwinds, well, you know what it is. It's that fucking war in Ukraine that Putin started, right? So even though we have those macroeconomic and geopolitical headwinds, he's saying it's still impressive because they're seeing inflows, right? So that's what I'm showing you. Like markets, look, wars come and go. Regimes come and go. Political parties come and go. Countries come and go. Genocides come and go. Natural disasters come and go. Yeah, but the markets live on. And so always remember that, guys. And as you can see with the geopolitical and macroeconomic headwinds, there's still a lot of inflows into the spot market, ETFs. So Bitcoin accumulation has been strong since around mid-March. The biggest accumulators have been so-called shrimps and whales. Shrimps are investors who hold 0 to 100 Bitcoin, while whales are those who hold about 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin. I'm a little shrimp. So among the biggest recent buyers is Terra's Luna, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, bang! So there you go, guys. So you can see with the macroeconomic headwinds that we've been talking about on this channel and the geopolitical, which is the war, hey, inflows are still hot in Canada anyway. And that's the other thing. You can imagine once they release this in Europe, once they release this in the UK, when the US finally fucking gets around to it, nothing's going to stop it. And what does it say? Is that spot ETFs are the big ones. People want spot ETFs. They want that, right? They don't want to have Bitcoin futures contract ETFs. They want the spot ETFs. And so thus taking them off the market, thus making scarcity, thus raising the price for us. And so it's just a matter of time before how do you say this? Before the planets align, is that how you say it? Before the planets align for us, and we'll be on our way. All we need right now is just a catalyst to send us to the next level. And that catalyst is going to be these regs coming out of the UK and the EU this summer. So accumulate, because you're going to be rich, and you don't want these fuckers to just come in here too quick, and you don't have enough crypto to get yourself where you want to be financially. All right. Look, Canadian Bitcoin ETF. Bang. Let's move on. Bang. Survey. More than a quarter of U.S. millennials plan to use crypto to fund their retirements. And so, look, that's what I've told you. I've told you on this channel since day fucking one. That fantasy that Bitcoin maximalists, crypto maximalists have of soccer mom and dad waking up one day and just magically saying to themselves, wow, honey, we need to go buy Bitcoin to go buy Starbucks coffee. That's stupid. That's never going to happen. But will they put it in their retirement funds? You're fucking right. They're going to. Will they take it in their 401k, which is the retirement fund? Yes, they will. Will they take it in a children's college savings fund? Yes. That's your mass adoption. Buying coffee with it, you're thinking too small. You got to think big. Big. Like shit like, will Elon Musk buy a $1.5 billion worth of it? Yes, he did, right? So think big. Plus, don't think so stupid. Why would someone go buy something to go buy something? It's a little redundant, don't you think? If I can buy my coffee right here, why would I go buy Bitcoin to go buy the coffee? I'll just go buy the coffee right now. All right, so this is how it's going to be, and millennials aren't stupid. Well, look, I'm not going to judge. Look, but anyways, they see the gains from this crypto, right? Their moms and dads are into stocks. Yeah, well, there's a better asset class out here that has much, much higher gains. Man, the ROI on this shit is to the moon. ROI, that's your return on investment. And the ROR on this shit, depending on what you buy, that's your rate of return. How fast you actually see that money is astronomical. And so let's check it out. A high-flying stock is a 9%. If something gains 9% or more in a year, That's called a high-flying stock. Fuck, some of this shit gains 9-10% in a day. Fuck, in a few hours sometimes, depending on the market. All right, so let's check it out. But I guess it also loses that much sometimes too, so. Very volatile. That dream of it being a hedge against inflation. No, sir. No, sir. No, it is not. But it's a good investment vehicle. Store of value. All right, let's move on and let's check this out. So, according to a recent survey published by Investopedia, 28% of the U.S. millennials polled said they expect to use cryptocurrency to support themselves in retirement, a figure that was higher than those who said they would use savings, 25%, and stock investments, 27%, to fund their retirement. Bye! So you can see stock investments were 27%, and millennials, how many? And 28%. So say they'd put some crypto for their retirement. So you see that amongst millennials, crypto is a valid asset class. Right? To them, it's all right. It's a valid asset class, just like stocks, which it is, but a little different, but it is. You know, it's going to take a little while for the adults to kind of get on board. All right. Meanwhile, 20% of Gen X and 70% of Gen Z respondents said the same. All right. So in other fields, approximately 50% of respondents of all ages rated their financial knowledge and consumption, paying taxes, savings, debt management, and insurance management as advanced. However, only 27% of those surveyors said that they understood a lot regarding cryptocurrencies, the lowest score among the 8 concepts listed in the questionnaire. Nevertheless, a significant portion of millennials, 41%, said they had advanced knowledge of digital assets, following Gen X and Gen Z with 30 and 29% respectively, and baby boomers at only 8%. All right, so the young kids, they're getting it, right? It's the older ones, and I'm going to show you, remember those numbers, those young kids get it, right? Let's just say about half. Half of young kids get it, right? All right. Because what the story I'm about to read to you, you're going to see why I say that. So according to the report, the younger the participants, the lower their expected median retirement age. While most unretired baby boomers plan to stop working at 68, most Gen Z surveyed said they wish to retire at 57. To combat financial illiteracy in the country, the U.S. Department of Treasury has launched a new initiative to raise awareness of the risks involved in digital assets. Anyway, so bang. So remember those numbers. So those are great numbers. That shows that the younger generation, crypto to them is normal now, right? It's just normal. It's like to the older generation, gay marriage is a little weird. To the younger generation, yeah, well, it's just normal. Like, why can't they marry? It's actually, why can't they, right? It's almost crazy, why not? Right? And so that's how it is in crypto. The younger generations know a lot about it, and you saw that only 88%, not 88, only 8% of baby boomers considered themselves knowledgeable about crypto. So there's going to need a lot of financial education on the baby boomers, because remember, the baby boomers are the ones with the money. Right? Millennials don't have any money. They're a bunch of broke fucks. And Gen Z and Gen X, fuck, even worse. Actually, I'm Generation X. My bad. I have money. but the millennials, they don't have any money yet. Right? So we need the baby boomers to get, because they're the ones with the real money, right? They're the 60, 70-year-old people, right? So they got, the big money. All right, so, but this looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Let us proceed. Bang, finally. So Fidelity launches Metaverse experience in tandem with new NFTs. The financial services giant seeks to educate and draw in younger investors. Bang! So you see what we just read. Younger investors already said they want to come in to the crypto space to help with their retirement financial goals, right? Well, Fidelity's about to fucking help them. All right? Now, Fidelity, if you don't know who they are, they're a mega asset manager. Trillions of dollars under management, all right? All right, let's proceed. So, brokerage firm Fidelity Investments launched its financial education experience in the Metaverse, in the hopes of attracting a new generation of customers. Bang! And as we just read, bang, the new generation they want in. They already plan to use it. Well, here in America, who do you go to when you want a retirement fund? Bang! Fidelity. Right? So that's why these stories relate. So Decentraland users are encouraged to learn the basics of ETF investing while exploring the Fidelity Stack, a multi-story building that features a lobby, dance floor, and rooftop sky garden. Bang! So this is on, and so I should tell you this is on, bang, Decentraland. So any Decentraland hodlers out there, look, Fidelity's coming to your party. Nice. All right. And then we're part of a dynamic shift of as young people take control of their finances in new ways, David Dinton-Foss, Fidelity's chief marketing officer and head of emerging customers, said in a statement. The next generation seeks out financial education in all the places they spend time, whether physical or virtual. Bank analyst at Citi recently projected that Web3 economy to reach between 8 trillion and 13 trillion by 2030. JP Morgan unveiled a virtual lounge in Decentraland in February. Bang, bang, Decentraland looks like the spot. And financial services providers HSBC revealed last month it would acquire virtual real estate in the Sandbox Metaverse. So Fidelity, seeking to offer educational resources to younger investors, comes after a survey published earlier this month, found that kids are more familiar with crypto than their parents. That's what we just read, right? That study. The study, well, not that study. We read a study, but these numbers are similar. So look, the study conducted by T. Rowe Price found that 40% of the children surveyed believed crypto is the future of investing. Bang! Although we want the old money first. You know, we will wait for those kids to come along. We want this old money first. Anyways, though, Investopedia's 2022 Financial Literacy Survey found that while crypto investments are popular among Gen Z, Millennial, and Gen X investors, 49% of Americans only have a rudimentary understanding of digital currency, which means we're going to need financial education to get them up to speed. Consumer education, about crypto. So Fidelity's Metaverse Experience launch came the same day as the company listed its crypto industry and digital payments ETF, FDIG, and its Metaverse ETF, FMET, after filing for the funds in January. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, though, bang! So as you can see, they are gearing. Fidelity is not stupid. They read the same numbers I just read you over here, and they read the ones from T. Rowe Price that say these millennials want in. Well, obviously, Fidelity is going to fucking make it damn well easy for them to get in and gear stuff towards marketing to that new up-and-coming generation of wealth holders, right? As the baby boomers get older and retire and, begin to die off, well, you got to have the new fresh blood, the new fresh meat, right? And so the millennials and that's what they're going to be. And so great stuff. All right, so I did the shout-outs a second ago when I just did that other show, so it seems a little silly for me to do them again. Bang, bang, and that's that. We're just going to get back to the Death Star, because I did the... bang, welcome back to the Death Star. So, because I just did that on the last show, right? So, nothing's really changed. All right, so today's show, part 2. Inflows to Canadian Bitcoin Ether and... to Canadian Bitcoin ETF hits all-time highs. And so, like I said, the reason I read those ETF things is to show you, ETFs are popular and they're being used and bought by citizens, by the average person. But the other reason I read them to you is to show you, pressure's got to be being put on Gary Gensler a little bit in that, look, man, you keep saying that, well, these ETFs could be market manipulated, they could be whatever. Yeah, but that's not happening anywhere else. So what? It's just magically going to happen when you approve one? No. And so I think his excuses of that are null and void, and we need to get a fucking spot ETF approved here in America. Please, big brains, please. Bang. And then a quarter of U.S. millennials plan to have crypto in their retirement. And so, yeah, well, I mean, we just literally read it right now. And so, of course they are, right? To them, crypto is normal, right? It's not some some newfangled weird little thing. It's just another investment vehicle. All their friends are buying Shiba and shit and getting rich. So to them, they're like, all right, great. And so, like I said, that's going to be your mass adoption. Not people, waking up and buying a Bitcoin to go buy a coffee. That's stupid. But having it in their 401ks, bang. Having it in their retirement funds, bang. A kid's college savings fund, bang. Mutual funds, all these other kind of funds, you daggone right they're going to. And so, and millennials, they're all on board for that. And so, I mean, it just makes sense, even just when you get massive gains like what we have in crypto, and you got those shitty little gains like you got in the stock market, well, what do you want to retire on? Some crypto that can gain 50, 100 times in a year, or a stock that 9% is a big deal. It's not much of a head scratcher there, right? So, all right, millennials, here they come. Bang! And then finally, how are we going to get these millennials to get their crypto? Well, Fidelity. Fidelity launches a metaverse with NFTs on Decentraland to educate the millennials. And so the millennials want in. Well, Fidelity's going to show them just how to get in and get retirement funds, savings funds, all that. And so, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Fidelity's a mega monster. So while they're talking to the kids, they'll also be talking to those kids' parents about retirement funds and everything. And so, Fidelity is going to do this. They're a big monster. So they're just pretty much going to gobble up, probably a good 70% of middle class crypto investors. They're like that. All right. And so that's about it, guys. Let's shill it and kill it. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Bang. Subscribe below. Press the bell. You get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth. The greatest show. Look. In the multiverse. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke. I love talking money. Bang. I love talking crypto. Bang. This is the favorite time of my day. So thank you for having me in your home. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another fun fact-filled day of crypto talk. But until then, watch that, subscribe there and press that bell. Watch that video there and get your mind right. And I'll see you all tomorrow. My name is Shomari Clarke. Love watching that money. Most importantly, I am always on duty. Bye. Yes. Love you guys. Over and out.